So like I said, I'm gonna swap out the starter on my Infiniti. These are things that I have that I will need and you will need as well if you're doing the same thing to your car. I have 2 jack stands. Those are 2-ton jack stands, so it's 4 tons total. I have my low profile jack because my car is a little bit lowered. And I have just a basic 100 piece toolkit from what do you call it, Home Depot. That is a mechanics set. There's going to be several different sets. This is a mechanics specifically for car related doings. I do have an electric ratchet, which you don't need. You can do this all by hand, but I just have it out just in case I do need it. And I have a headlamp because I'm doing this late at night. So, all right. So I have my size 10 wrench here. I'm just gonna loosen the negative terminal on there enough just to where you can wiggle this off and set it to the side. And with that, you're ready to go to step 2. All right, so our second step is actually going to be to loosen up our wheel. This is going to be the driver's side. You only need to loosen up the driver's side because the starter is pretty much essentially right behind the wheel. So go ahead and do that. So our lug nuts are actually loose now. Now we're going to jack up the car and throw the jack stands on there. And then we'll remove the wheel and set it off to the side. All right, so I have the car on jacks on both the driver's sides. The back is just for precaution because my coilovers do not extend, so the back is up in the air. And I don't want that stress on the frame, so set one down there. I left the car jack on there with a little bit of pressure. I do have a jack stand right here, just for precaution. And you do, whenever you're doing this type of work and you're alone, you do want to set it on jack stands and kind of shake the car. Make sure it doesn't fall. Luckily, my nephew's going to be here any minute now, so it gives me time to take this wheel off. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Now, I don't have an impact gun just because we just moved, but I do have my ratchet wrench, which I'm going to take these lug nuts off with. It works just fine. It's super loud. Our wheel is off. I can actually see the starter right there. But I need to get under a little bit to loosen up the nuts, so give me 1 sec. Alright, y'all. So you guys can see it there. That screw and that hole right there, those both hold onto the starter, which is already loose. I also loosened up this. I'm trying to show you guys the best way. I loosened this up from one of the terminals on the starter. This is a negative terminal, so I now have to, or I already did, I guess. I loosened up 2 10mm screws on the skid plate. I'll probably do that third one right here. Pop that out. And that gives you more space because essentially the starter is going to come out right through here. So let me get in there and kind of start wiggling it in. Alright, so the starter is in. I have the old starter right there. Still need to put the skid plate back on, but it's going to be a test run. Alright, so as you can see, the new starter's in there. It's all tightened up. The only thing we gotta do now is just put the skid plate back on and put the wheel on, and it should be done.
Formula.
All right, y'all, after 2 hours, roughly, the starter is out. New one is in. Battery is plugged in. Everything works fine. Wheel is back, tightened up. Just want to give a huge shout out to my nephew for helping me out with this project. This was a pain in the ass, but if I can do it, you can do it. As you can see, I don't have a lot of space to work with. So, if you got more space, I feel like it should be easier. But anyways, now we just gotta get the oil change for the car. And I'm gonna blow off my intakes with the compressor that I have at work. That way the car can breathe perfectly fine. But let's go ahead and start it up. Turns on perfectly fine. If you guys enjoyed the video, hit the like and subscribe button. Comment if you have any questions. There are more things coming to the car here pretty soon. Like I said, that trip to San Francisco will be made into a video, so stick around and I'll see you guys on the next one.